Hello everyone, I'm Dagfari and welcome to this month's Retrospective, the show that looks back into the history of gaming and looks to see if it's worth remembering. This month I'm going to be taking a look back at Sonic R. Now, the blue blur should be perfectly suited for racing. I mean, it's his main selling point because he's the fastest thing alive. However, it's a common belief among gamers that until the All-Star series that the bigwigs at Sega had failed in making a good one. But really, was their first attempt that bad? With that in mind, I'm going to be taking a look back at Sonic R. Now, as far as racing games go, the course choices, while each course is different and varied and has its own unique feel, it's kind of lackluster in variation because only 4 are available, with the 5th one being locked until you collect all of the Chaos Emeralds. And yeah, it's a Chaos Emeralds, it wouldn't be Sonic without them, would it? Apart from the first course, which only has the 1 emerald, the racetracks have 2 emeralds to track down and collect, and to keep them, you have to finish first. Failure to do that will result in being stripped of them and having to get them all over again. Thankfully, the second collectibles you can collect are more forgiving. Scattered around the main 4 courses are 5 challenge coins, which are used to unlock the bonus characters. If you collect all 5 and finish 3rd or higher, you get a bonus race, which has one-on-one with one of Dr. Robotnik's henchmen, who when defeated, you can use them to race. Now the characters suffer a bit as the tracks, although there's 9 characters to choose from, and there's good variety among them, so you're not just playing a reskin of the same type of character. Each has a unique ability, which allows them to get ahead of the game. Sonic has his double jump, Tails has his trademark flying ability, while Knuckles also has his glide. Amy, who by far the slowest starting off, has a speed boost ability, which for every 50 seconds or so lasts about 2 or 3 seconds, which makes her as fast as some of the faster characters in the game. So she's definitely a more risk-reward character there. On the unlockable side, however, you get Metal Sonic, who can jump over water and you have to keep jumping to keep the momentum. Fail to do so will make him sink. Tails though gets a weird floaty jump thing. I don't know what he's doing. Metal Knuckles, on the other hand, can do the same as Metal Sonic, but he also has the glide ability, which normal Knuckles has. Although that he sacrifices a little bit of speed to get that edge gliding. You also get Egg Robo, who has the ability to shoot and can't really jump. That's about it. If you collect all the Chaos Emeralds, you unlock Super Sonic, who, quite frankly, has all his stats, even though there's not really stats to display, are the highest. He's got brilliant turning, brilliant speed. He's just fucking fast. If you beat the final stage, you also unlock Robotnik, who turns insanely fast, doesn't really lose speed going into the water, and shoots people if he gets a chance to if it's close. Now, to get these collectibles requires a damn near perfect run, as well as either some level of psychic ability or knowledge of each collectible's location prior to playing. But even then, that doesn't really help, as the Earthwind means going full speed, and you'll find yourself running past the item, or either having to go very slowly to turn around and collect it, or just restart and hope you grab it next time. Doesn't really help, however, the coins can be hidden in really obscure places, like here in the second course. You have to drop down precisely there, as opposed to doing the natural thing of either jumping off, dropping down at speed, or just carrying on with a race on a normal track. In the 4th race, one of the coins is hidden behind a 20 coin door on the main track, which is obviously a dead end, so most people tend to either ignore it or take the much faster shortcut down below. Even getting it is a pain, as you have to go in, then turn around to get out or slowly reverse. The Chaos Emeralds themselves tend to be hidden behind paywalls that cost 50 coins to unlock. So on top of having to find these things, you have to collect enough money as well as continue to keep a competitive time to finish in the top 3, to make collecting the collectibles worthwhile. Meaning there will be a lot of restarts. Trust me, a lot of fucking restarts. There's more to this game than just the racing. There's also a time attack option that allows you to explore the level to look for shortcuts and practice. However, the collectibles aren't visible, so you can't use it to cheat and track them down at a leisurely pace. There's also 2 kind of party game modes known as Tag and Balloon Hunt, which are, sadly, single player only. Tag is self-explanatory. You track down the AI players and touch them to freeze them, while you hunt down the balloons in Balloon Hunt. The former is pretty much a way to practice turning and maneuverability, while the latter is just a longer time trial. If I sound slightly dismissive of this game, I'm not. It is a fun game which I spent hours as a kid trying to perfect, and going back to it is still fun. It's a lot quicker to beat now, but it's still worth a shot. If you can get a hold of a copy, I do recommend playing it. Even though it's definitely not the best game Sega's produced, it's far from the worst. There's been worse. So until next time, I've been Dagfari, and I'll see you next month when I take another retrospective. See you next time, peeps. The Warriors is the story of a New York gang known as, well, the Warriors. During a city-wide gang meet, the leader of the most powerful gang, Cyrus, calls for a citywide truce so the gangs can overthrow the cops and rule New York City. Now most seem up for it, until Luther, leader of the Rogues, shoots Cyrus and frames the Warriors.